Hello again and welcome. This is Robert Schein, Managing Director and Partner of Blanke Schein Wealth Management. Today is our Friday Insights edition, and I thought I'd hit the topic scams. Recently I'm going to share with you something on how I was approached on a scam, and so it's a real-time relevant something that I will share with you, and hopefully you're not subject to it. But we look out for our clients here at Blanke Schein Wealth Management, so I'm going to share a couple of stories that we've seen, and hopefully we can pass them along to protect you. That's the whole idea. Protect where you are and keep you safe, especially financially speaking. So let's get right into it. We've all been subject to sort of an email phish request, an inquiry. The subject line says you've inherited or money to be yours, and you click on it. Hopefully you don't just delete it. First and foremost, that's the best thing to do. Don't open those emails. But sometimes we've been subject to, prince somewhere in a far off country that wants to wire us millions of dollars. All we have to do is give them our checking and ABA routing number to our bank account, and the rest, overnight, no problem, we should be receiving some funds. And what happens is they steal our money. So no, don't ever do that. And if you have a question about it, there's a list on Google. You could just start questioning scams or whatever the subject matter may be. In fact, I just got a list right now, and I have it in our Friday Insights attachment down below. So if you want a comprehensive list of scams that we've seen that we want you to be aware of, I'm going to go through some right now. And yeah, I have to wear my glasses because I'm turning 45 on Monday, so that actually does happen. And so obviously the technical support scams that we've seen play out, where they'll say, hey, the software, you need to upgrade your subscription, and ultimately you pay them, and either it's a scam or they want access to your computer. That's a big no-no. A grandparent scam. A criminal poses as a relative, and usually a child or grandchild, claiming to be an immediate financial need. I think we all have a better handle on our family than that. I hope you do as well, so that this wouldn't attack you. Another thing is that when you go to public places, like say a coffee shop or a hotel, I tell my family this: don't go on the public Wi-Fi, and if you have to, go on and off, but don't stay on longer than you need to for whatever you're checking, and definitely don't look at banking apps while you're in a public Wi-Fi at all. That's a definite no-no, because a public Wi-Fi, let's call it the local coffee shop, everyone jumps onto that, and you don't know if there's a bad actor on that sort of server and in that Wi-Fi system, and then they can just poke around everyone who's connected to that. So the answer is just pass. I know you need Wi-Fi, but it's better to go without, because they can get into little things here and there. So it's better to pass on the public Wi-Fi. Sweepstakes. So this is a good one. So recently I received a text personally. I don't know if you know it, but Blanke Schein Wealth Management, our building is Town Center Way and Highway 111 in Palm Desert, California. Freestanding building on the corner I just described, and we've got Whole Foods just a football field away. So every day I go to Whole Foods, and I go into Whole Foods and I use my Amazon app, for the discount for Whole Foods, so on and so forth. So out of nowhere, about a month ago, I receive a text. It's from Whole Foods, and it says, you've been selected to be a secret shopper for $500 or even more if you follow the tasks that are going to be, asked of you to be a secret shopper in Whole Foods. And I'm thinking, gosh, they have all my information and they're following me and I'm in there every day. So yeah, no problem. They say text yes or no if you'd like to receive more information about being enrolled as a secret shopper, and you must be approved. So super special, right? So I text back for the fun of it and see what happens. Nothing. 3 weeks later, out of nowhere, I get this in the mail. I get the official looking postal 2-day priority, and inside I get an official looking notice about instructions, what to do, and I get a check. I get a check made out to Robert Schein for $2,450, so just over $2,000, and they basically gave me instructions. They say basically, hey, go buy $2,000 worth of gift cards. For that, you get to keep the $450. That's your first sort of enrollment incentive for basically doing the secret shopper thing. So, like I did, this doesn't look official, but they tried to make it official. So I went on to Google and I typed in Whole Foods secret shopper, scam, and what came up is the Federal Trade Commission. And so they described the scam and how it works. So I never deposited the check, nor would I, but I was curious. I'm like, you know what, I can use this for our clients because there's so many different things out there and scams. This is what I'm going to describe what they were trying to do to me, and hopefully you don't get caught up in this, and I'm preventing this. If prevent one client from doing this, we're saving you. And this is what our hope is for you. So they want us to take the check that I received and deposit this in our bank, my personal bank account. So I take the $2,450, deposit it in my personal bank account right here. They say keep the $450, but go to like a Whole Foods and buy $2,000 worth of gift cards. They're specifically saying Nike gift cards, so on and so forth. And then they say scratch off, once I get the gift card, scratch off the coding on the gift cards and text them a photo of the PIN codes on the gift cards, as well as photos of the front and the back of the gift cards. So you send that to the original person that wants to, he's the recruiter, he wants to sign you up to be the Whole Foods, secret shopper, right? All the while this is a big scam, because here's what happens. You don't get to keep the $450 and you don't get the $2,000 worth of gift cards because you just sent that information to the criminal, right? The bad guy on the other side. He's got that information. He can use it online to buy whatever he wants. But the worst part about it is this is a bogus check. Okay, so even though if you have in good faith, go to your banking institution and maybe they don't flag it right away and you think, let's say you put it in an ATM deposit and you're like, oh, okay, and you go follow their instructions in the same day, this check in the banking system will get rejected. So it never hits your bank account. So they recall the check, it has no value, you go spend the $2,000, you give them the information, guess what? You're out this money right here because you just gave them $2,000 of your own money because you check your bank statement, boom, you don't have the money. So this is a scam that's out there. Here's my suggestion for everyone. If it sounds too good to be true, it truly is. And there's a whole bunch of different scams out there. Romance, like they'll be interested in you romantically. We see that all the time, especially in the older demographic that we serve. Believe it or not, and you get emotionally attached and you believe you want to help that person on the other side of email or a phone or whatever it happens to be. This world's really crazy right now. So I want to make certain that you're taken care of and we're looking out for you. So if you have any questions or things that don't seem right, call any one of us at Blanke Schein Wealth Management and we'll walk you through what our best advice is for you. Because the last thing we want to do is have you be taking advantage of all these scams out there. So down below is a list of scams that we put together in this update for you. So bottom line is, if it doesn't sound right, too good to be true, trust your gut and then use the internet for you, right? So use it as Googling. So if it sounds like a friend of yours said, oh, one of my friends did this, this, and this, just Google it. And there's a lot of information, and information is power, as we always say here. So that's our Friday Insights edition. Hopefully, someone a friend, a family member, send this to them because we want to save them as well. And we appreciate your time today. Enjoy Friday and enjoy the weekend and take care.